Hi, today I'm giving a quick lesson on When You Go Away by the Waterboys from this album, Fisherman's Blues. One of my absolute favourite albums, one of my favourite songs as well. Amazing album. You probably do know it because you're watching this, but if you don't, check it out. Now the tuning of this song, it can quite easily be played in standard tuning. It possibly was on the original. It's very hard to tell because there's quite a lot of sort of sounds on the original, quite a lot of guitars and different parts going on. But today I'm just looking at the strumming, the main strumming guitar part. So the tuning, yeah, probably standard, but when you watch him play it live, quite often he's in drop D tuning. That's what it sounds like to me anyway. So if you have drop D, it just gives you a bigger sound, especially if you're just playing this with one guitar and no other instruments, then it's going to give you a much bigger sound. And drop D is just where you tune this 6th string down from an E to a D. So if I just play my strings, starting from the first, just so you can tune. So you hear there that I'm in the D. If you want to do this in normal tuning, all of the chord shapes, everything's exactly the same. The only difference is when I play a D chord, in this tuning I can play all of the strings. If you're not in drop D, then you probably only just play 4 strings. So there you can hear why I might choose drop D. Or gives a lot more weight to the sound on that chord. Right, okay, so the song contains 3 chords. So we've got D, you probably already know that. In this tuning, play the whole lot. Then we've got A7sus 4. Now when you go from a D to an A7sus 4, leave the 3rd finger where it is on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Put the 2nd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Now what Mike Scott does when you watch him play it live is he goes to there, but at the same time he puts this finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. Now it's not needed there because this one's in front of it, so that's not doing anything, but it's just preparing for the next chord. So we've got D, A7sus 4, try adding that finger. And from there we go to a C chord, and this is why he's put this finger here, because then to go to C all we do is move that 1. You probably already know C. They're the only 3 chords in the whole song. So I'll just play those again. Okay, I'm just going to talk quickly about the strumming, and then I'll talk about the structure of the song and the chord sequence. So the basic strum, I mean, you can vary this, and he does vary it on the record, but the basic strum for 2 beats, we play down, 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 up, down, up. So it's quite a fast strum because that's just 2 beats then. So if we're counting at this speed, 1, 2, B, 1, 2. And what I'm doing is really accenting the 2nd down. So if I try, I'll do that on a D chord and try to accent that and exaggerate it. It's do it once more. And if I play that several times faster, it sounds like this. Right, so the structure of the chord sequence, this is probably the hardest part of the song. It's a simple song, just 3 chords, simple strum. But the actual order of chords and the number of beats on each chord, that's a slightly tricky bit. Now it took some thinking about. I had to consult a drummer friend of mine for help with this as well, just to try to work out, is it actually in 4/4 or is it in 2/4 or what is it? So what I've decided, with a bit of help, is it's in 4/4, and you can hear Mike Scott at the beginning of the song count to 4, so that's a big clue. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's into the song. So that's a clue that he's hearing it in 4/4. So what we're actually playing is mostly bars of 4/4, as you'd expect. So you're counting to 4 like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but in the sequence, there's a verse and a chorus sequence, and they're joined together. So if I just take the intro as an example, that he plays the verse and then the chorus instrumentally. In that whole sequence, you've got a bar of 6/4 at the beginning and a bar of 6/4 at the end, and in the middle it's all 4/4. That's not as complicated as it sounds. 6/4 is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're just counting to 6 rather than to 4. Now I should point out that if you know the song well, which you probably do, you don't really have to think about this. You just follow the sequence and change where you hear it should change, and then that's much easier. But if you need to count it, this is what I'd recommend doing. So remember, a bar of 6 at the beginning, bar of 6 at the end, beginning of the verse, end of the chorus. So I'm just going to take those two sections separately first. So I'm going to play through really slowly the verse, and I'm going to count as I play it. So the first bar will be 6, the others will be 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was the verse. Now the chorus, it just goes straight into the chorus. The chorus would be this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and for almost the whole song, that's what happens. And the structure of the song is an intro, then a verse, then a chorus, another verse and a chorus. The intro, remember, is just the verse and the chorus as well, instrumentally. And then there's an instrumental section with the fiddle, sort of solo. That's a verse and chorus as well. So far we've just played the same sequence over and over again. Then there's verse 3, which is the same. Then another chorus, and in this chorus, the last bar isn't a bar of 6, it's just a bar of 4. So that chorus sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that last bar was only 4, not 6. Then you've got another instrumental, which is a verse, and then the last chorus, where he starts singing again, is just like the previous choruses, but when we hit that last D chord, where it's normally 4 beats of D, because you've got the 2 on the C followed by the 4 of D, that makes 6. It's just a single strum. Easiest way to explain is just demonstrate it. So the last chorus sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. So I'm playing these slightly slower than the actual song. I'll just, to finish off, I'll just demonstrate a verse followed by a chorus. Not the shorter chorus, the standard chorus for most of the song. So this could be the intro. Okay. So I think what I'll do is put the chord sequence in the description, so have a look at that, and that should help as well. But brilliant song. You probably already know that because that's why you're here. Quite simple to play, but it's just that counting thing. If you need to count it and you need to think about the number of bars and the number of beats, then it's a little bit strange and slightly complicated. If you just know the song well and you're just strumming along with it and you can hear where to change chords, then it's one of the easiest songs you could ever learn. But so good. Okay, any questions, please put them in the comments. And if there's any other songs you'd like to see lessons on, Waterboys or anything else, then let me know. Okay, and click like if you like this one and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, thanks.